I have a certain soft spot for coming-of-age nostalgia films. I know it's an easy cash grab and it's formulaic and maybe even a little manipulative, but man, do they just satisfy the viewer. Lady Bird is kind of like that, but it's a little bit more than that. Set in 2002 in California, Lady Bird is about a high school senior doing whatever she can to get out of her mundane California life and get into a university on the East Coast. Along the way, she experiences the heartaches and joys of teenage life that most of us experience, while also trying to escape her overbearing yet loving mother. The first thing to take away from this film is how unpleasant Lady Bird is. I mean, she is such a raging bitch throughout most of this movie. She treats her friends like garbage, she treats her family like garbage, and she complains about everything. Honestly, when the film started out, I hated it simply because of her. Aesthetically, it makes the film seem like a typical eccentric teen comedy. But the character isn't wise or quirky, she's desperate for identity and will do whatever it takes to get it. And that's kind of the point. This film is all leading towards a realization that a lot of films don't make. It tells teenagers to stop and think about what's around them, to appreciate what they have, and maybe not shit all over everything. Maybe the people you think are against you are actually the ones that care about you the most. Maybe the people that you think you need attention from aren't the ones that matter at all. It's really amazing how a film started out so shitty, but really had a profound, realization by the end of it. It's funny because this character actually reminds me of another Hollywood classic, Miss Scarlet, from Gone with the Wind, except where that character was irredeemable and learned nothing and was just a bitch throughout most of the film. This one actually learned something. Lady Bird actually grows into someone that I like by the end of it. It's funny to see a film that's so jarring in the beginning but then turns you around by the end. You really have to watch this film a second time around just to appreciate all the little things it's saying. The way she acts, I'm sad to say, is how most of us acted and how most teenagers today and from years behind have acted. It's a very truthful look at what this time of your life is like and how the things we didn't appreciate then we really should have, especially family. This film was actually one of my favorites this season. Lady Bird. I liked it, and I know you will too.